is going to be another Mordin mission, not like the soldier one. I'm going to be doing kind of not the entire playthrough, but a series of my development with this new Vanguard. And the last build you saw, which was kind of just random videos, was what I call more of a champion build. I also took champion as my passive. Now on level 7, let me tell you a little bit of my build. Level 7, I took destroyer. Because the purpose of this build, in my opinion, will be to inflict pure weapon damage and power damage. And to that end, I took Reeve as well, which is a powerful biotic bonus power. And this is the first time I've ever taken Destroyer. The downside, of course, is my recharge time will not be quite as good, and of course I won't get the 100% Paragon Renegade score, which doesn't affect gameplay per se. But yeah, so I have one Reeve, which I got automatically got Incendiary. I have 2 charges, and I maxed out my passive. You see my principle. No matter what character class I build, I always try to max out passives, because you're always going to benefit from, and they're not affected by cooldowns or anything like that. And so the Destroyer gives you a little less health, but it gives you 6% more damage than the Champion, and it also gives you 15% power damage, which Champion doesn't give you any power damage. And once Reeve is fully developed, that's going to be substantial. I'm going to go for heavy Reeve. This is going to be a pure damage build. Of course, I'm taking Miranda with me. I've maxed out her Cerberus leader to give me maximum weapon damage, and Jacob is not pretty decent, especially with the Geth plasma shotgun. Now, one thing I've discovered in my last playthrough was I really love the Geth plasma shotgun now for, say, the soldier or the infiltrator. But what I discovered was that because you're a Vanguard and you kind of need to be popping out of cover, charging, you don't have the time to do the overcharge, which takes up to 2 seconds. I found it ultimately more effective to stick with the conventional shotguns. And before I'm going to go with the Eviscerator. For me, it has the best balance overall. Most shotguns, it has pretty excellent power, 3 rounds, and it has bonus against armor as well as barriers and shields. But eventually, I'll be taking the Claymore in this playthrough. I'll show once I get there. I'll show that as well. And I'm kind of not very good with the Claymore. I'm getting better, but I'm going to be practicing basically. And this is going to be a Claymore Destroyer Vanguard build playthrough. And yeah, of course, I have everything I'm wearing now is Kestrel armor, which I think is perfect with all the shield bonus, barrier bonuses, and a melee bonus and weapon damage bonus, and the recon hood. So I'm getting a total of 13% damage bonus from the armor I'm wearing, 15% from Miranda, which is 28%, and another 15% from so I'm getting a, hold on, terrible at math, so that's 30 plus 13, a 43% damage bonus from all. So that's pretty good, I think. And we'll get right into it, and I'll comment as necessary. But yeah, this is the Destroyer, what I will call the Destroyer Vanguard build. Let's get started. Of course, I have no upgrades, like maybe 1 or whatever, because I haven't done Mordin's mission and need his scientist expertise to upgrade things for the most part. So yeah, this is all just fresh. And let's go into it.
Get the hostiles!
Yeah, so what I'm going to be looking out for as I play through this, since I've never taken Destroyer as the passive with the Destroyer Vanguard build, is if it really makes a difference in terms of damage. And it's going to take a while to sort of suss it out, but I might get a feel for it eventually. Now, one thing you'll notice about conventional shotguns that I notice is, A, I'm a bad shot, I don't have good aim. More importantly, you tend to miss a lot more with this than with the plasma shotgun. It's not as reliable. It's just a fact. And with the problems I explained with charge, basically being, well, not a, well, you know, like I said, sometimes you just end up lopsided on the wrong angle or whatever. And yeah, now I'm gonna wait for some of these guys to come out here a little bit. Some ammo. Too many enemies, in my opinion, to charge down here. And I don't have Inferno, so I won't have the, yeah. So I'm going to switch back to the submachine gun. I missed.
Gotcha.
Uh-oh. Yeah. So yes, you tend to miss, well, I tend to miss quite a lot with the more conventional ones, which I think once I get these, the scimitar is the most forgiving of the shotguns, there's no doubt, and Eviscerator is meh. I like it a lot, but it's, sometimes, you know, you miss, and I think the Claymore has the highest learning curve, there's no doubt about that. But I've been getting slightly better, we'll see once I get there. The Destroyer Vanguard build to be continued.